How you doing, folks? It's Joe Value here for Cold Bear Sports on Friday evening with two selections for Sunday. I'm going to leave off tomorrow because this storm is taking its time to head off, and there's a couple of meetings under pressure already. I think Carrick could be gone, and Wincanton is definitely dodgy. There was a lot of damage done with the storm at the racetrack, in around the racetrack, so that meeting could be gone as well. I'm not 100% sure. Just have to keep an eye on that. Inspections going on all over the place tomorrow. So I decided just to leave today off. There's a couple of horses of interest on Sunday, so sure I'll wait till then. There's no major panic. Just touch on today briefly. Obviously, my horse didn't run because the meeting at Lingfield was called off. But Paddy had a nice winner on the Patreon service, Empire Steel. He just had let us down for a really nice bet on Stevens' day when he fell, when he was going to win the Royal Merrick, nice race around Wetherby on Stevens' day, obviously. Disappointing last time out, but he justified Paddy's fate, giving him another chance today. Just a fierce, well handicapped horse, and ground conditions in his favour. Don't know why he bombed out last time, but he put the record straight today in no uncertain terms. So that was grand. So moving on to Sunday, just a couple of horses there that, as I said, of interest. And start off with the 135 at Musselburgh, mare by the name of the player Queen. Now, I tipped her up last time, but the trip was too long for her, I think. And what else? She just didn't run well, she ran bad. And but I'm willing to give her another chance. She's going down to 2 mile on Sunday in Musselburgh. Hopefully the ground won't be too bad for her. She did win a point and a bumper in Cheltenham as well on goodish ground. Maybe she doesn't want the ground too soft. That's why I'm only going a point to win on her, because I'd be a little bit afraid. Gordon Elliott brings over one as well called Burnley Evans. She's been busy enough. She won a weak enough hurdle there last week at Punchestown. Couldn't have done it any more easier now. But I think the player Queen has plenty of quality about her, and at the likely odds, I think she'll be around 7-2, 4-1. I think she might be worth a point win there to get back on track. So I'll chance her there, point win, the 135 at Musselburgh. And a very interesting horse in the 330 at Navan, horse by the name of Pale Blue Dosh, trained by Dennis Hogan. Young Mulcahy riding a taking off 7, rated 100. Has been campaigned lately over trips too short and steps up now to 2 mile 5 around Navan. If you look at this horse's point to point form, it's very, very interesting. Finished third to a horse called Neon Blue, who won last week at Plumpton, and the horse finished second, Unanswered Prayers. It's turned out to be quite a decent horse for Chris Gordon, rated much, much higher than 100 at this stage. And this horse is only just in behind him, and on its point-to-point form on heavy ground, could have been last year, maybe, or the year before, finished second to a horse called Eurotep of Willie Mullins, who since went on to do a lot of good things. Before, must be injured now, hasn't been seen in a while, or else it's gone out far, and I'm not sure. And the horse that was third is a horse by the name of History of Fashion, who is a good horse for the Fahies there, Galway, and has done quite well as a novice chaser, and I believe now the Idle Chase at Newcastle might be the next name. But this horse split that pair in its bumper on heavy ground. It's going to be obviously heavy ground on Sunday in Navan. Runs in the 330, and I put it up there as a point each way. Difficult to know, I suppose, whether Sunday is the day or not. I don't. But definitely would have a chance, if they were going for it, So Dennis Hogan trains it, so be interesting. If the more, I suppose you could look at it, and if you waited to see it was a few quid for it, then maybe back it a bit more confidently than just backing it without knowing whether it's really fancied or not, But I'll definitely be sticking a small few quid on that. and see how it goes. So that's it. It's Joe Value for Cold Beer Sports. Great day again today for the channel. I should have one or two for Monday, I would think. And yeah, flying now, so hopefully keep it going. All right, Joe Value for Cold Beer Sports. Talk to you again soon.